Welcome to the Midweek Refuel with Lupus in Color, where we strive to educate, inspire, encourage, and empower lupus warriors all around the world. So I'm on my way to the dentist, and I'm just sitting thinking as I'm driving and thinking about what I wanted to talk about for this Midweek Refuel. So it's a couple of things that I wanted to talk about. The first thing is, make sure that you're going to all of your doctor's appointments. Make sure that you are checking up with your dentist, with your neurologist, or your cardiologist, with every dentist, doctor, specialist that you need to make sure that your body is okay, make sure that your teeth are okay, especially the dentist, because we can all have some dry mouth, and that can cause some cavities and loss of enamel and things like that. So make sure that you're going to the dentist, having those checkups, having your teeth clean, and talking to your doctor, your dentist, about lupus. I am fortunate because my dentist has taken the time to really understand what lupus is and understand how she can help me keep my mouth healthy. So make sure you get a dentist that you can talk to, that will be open to learning about not only lupus, but how lupus affects your body and your teeth, and that will learn to treat you as you come in. So that's the first thing I wanted to talk about as far as the midweek refuel. Make sure you're going to your dentist. Make sure you're taking care of your oral health, because it's very important. Because your mouth leads to everything. Your mouth can lead to your brain. Your mouth can lead to your heart. And if you have some bacteria in there, and if you're not taking care of that area of your body, it can lead to other issues other than lupus issues. So that's the first thing I wanted to talk about. The second thing I wanted to talk about is what you allow in your space that can make you go into a lupus flare. What do I mean by that? What toxic people are you allowing in your space that are making you physically ill? What toxic situations are you allowing in your space as you deal with lupus? Some of these toxic issues, some of these toxic people can really create a toxicity in you and create a lot of stress and a lot of flares. And sometimes those toxic people might be your family. Sometimes those toxic situations might be your household. Whatever the case may be, you have to find ways to remove that toxicity from your life so that it doesn't poison your body and allow your body to work against you. Sometimes that is absolutely so difficult, because it might be a close family member, it might be your husband, it might be your spouse, it might be a sibling, it might be, your mom or somebody like that is the toxic environment or the toxic situation or person in your life. And you have to make the choice of whether you want to decide that you are more important than that relationship that is toxic, or if you want to continue to sit in that toxicity and allow yourself to be sick more and more and more. And I don't think we realize it, that as we battle a chronic illness, it is so important for us to make sure that our stress levels are not very high. And the only way that we can do that is to set boundaries for the people in our lives, set boundaries for ourselves, set boundaries that allow us to say no to certain situations, no to certain people, in order to keep our body healthy and at peace with itself so it doesn't attack itself. And I think that's a hard lesson for a lot of us to learn, because of course we want to keep the relationships that we are accustomed to intact. But when those relationships start to switch up on you and create a toxic waste in you, you have to make the decision that you are more important than that situation, than that person. And it's part of setting a boundary for yourself to say, no, I don't have to deal with that. I can stay where I'm at and I can love somebody from a distance, but I don't have to be a part of their madness or their insanity or their toxicity or their issues. And like I said, that's a hard thing for people to do. But what I have learned is that I am more important than any relationship that is causing me to be physically ill. I am more important than any situation that is causing me to be physically ill. And I refuse to allow things, people, places, things, I refuse to allow that to create a toxic waste in me. And sometimes we don't even realize that we are becoming toxic because of the toxic situations and the toxic people that we are around. Until you get sick, or until you have a mini flare, or even you have a major flare that puts you in a hospital. And then you realize where that flare started when the toxicity was in your life. So, the midweek refuel for today is about two things. One, go make you an appointment for your dentist. Get your oral health in check so that it doesn't cause more issues in your life as you deal with lupus. Two, remove those toxic people, remove those toxic situations, remove those toxic thoughts and negative nannies in your life so that your boundary is set and you can be as healthy as you can be beyond the issues of lupus and beyond the issues of stress that can cause lupus to flare. So I hope that was helpful to someone out there. Like I say it always, use the grocery store method. Take what you can for yourself, but leave the rest on the shelf so someone else can take it. Everything I say you might not agree with, and that's fine. Just take what you need, use it for what you can use it for, and then let someone else take the rest off the shelf so that they can use it. But I so appreciate you all always tuning into the Midweek Refuel. I hope that you have a great rest of your day and a great rest of your week. All right.